Hi guys. So the New Zealand Seek Employment Report for May 2025 came out this week. I have put a link to it in the description. Now I am sure that you have all heard of the struggles that some people are having finding jobs, so let's see what Seek actually says. This is from the report. National Insights. Job ads fell 2% month on month, seasonally adjusted, and are 8% lower year on year. This is the slowest the decline in job ad volume has been in over 2 years. The trend data shows that ad volumes have remained steady and unchanged since October. Wow, good Bit of positive spin there. So okay, let's have a look. Since October, so this is not including October I suppose, we have +1, -2, +4, -2, +1, -2, which equals 0. Since October, volumes have remained steady and unchanged. But why did they choose October and not since May or June, I wonder? Or why did they not even say further back? Let's have a look, So this is from the May 2024 report. I put a link in the description to this also. They have changed the bar chart design a little, but you can see the trend here. So yes, since October 2024, job ad volumes have remained steady and unchanged, but looking back to May 2023, we could just as easily say the job ads are down 52%. So how did I get that? Well, it's -4, -4, -4, +2, -3, -6, -5, -2, -3, -1, -5, -5, -4, -8, +4, -2, -1, -1, +1, -2, +4, -2, +1, -2 equals a drop of 52%. So it doesn't look as rosy then, does it? I know it's okay to cherry pick October, but come on. You can cherry pick all sorts here, guys. And then we could look even further to the 2023 May report, which doesn't look good either. And a link to this report is in the description too. So let's cherry pick and go back to June 2022 to now. So we'd have 52% that we have seen so far, and then added to that, you've got -6, +1, +4, -5, -2, -8, -6, +2, +1, +1, -1. And what this leaves is a 71% drop in job ads since May 2022. Now I know that this is an oversimplification and the exact value will not be 71%, but this is the method they have used, so I have too. Even if the true value is not exactly 71%, it is still an extremely large drop in advertised jobs, and that's obvious from the number of negative monthly declines. So hopefully you can see how the statistics are being manipulated so things look better than what they are. They want us all feeling better so they can pretend that everything's better and rosy out there, so we go out and start spending again, and then the economy starts booming again. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work this time. So as the number of jobs in New Zealand have, let's say, collapsed since 2022, we still have Luxon trying to pump in as many people as possible he can get hold of to come into the country. From Stats New Zealand, and there's a link in the description, in June 2022, the New Zealand population was 5,081,700 people. In March 2025, the New Zealand population was 5,330,600 people. That's an increase of 248,900 people. So with 71% less advertised jobs in New Zealand, Luxon has added 248,900 new people. Now this is not new people on work visas, this is new people who are going to be residents in New Zealand. Could somebody make it make sense for me, please? It just makes no sense, does it? Obviously, Luxon wants the GDP to look a bit more rosy and he wants to protect his landlord mates and the real estate cartel, who obviously helped him get elected. And important new people does help him make these all happy. But come on, Luxon, explain to us plebs, please, how this is a good idea for ordinary Kiwis who are already living in New Zealand and who are desperate for work. This is from the latest benefit fact sheet from the Ministry of Social Development. Now what it shows is the number and proportion of people receiving job seeker support at the end of the last 6 March quarters. There's a link to this in the description too. So the number of people receiving job seeker support is increasing, and there are over 209,000 people receiving job seeker support. Most of these Kiwis will want to work, but there are no jobs for them. There are no jobs for Kiwis, but Luxon still has the border taps wide open, as we can see here from the latest Stats New Zealand migration data, and the link is in the description. As the number of Kiwis becoming unemployed grows, Luxon lets in 120,100 people in a year. And if all these are doctors, nurses and dentists, then great, go for it. But for some reason, I doubt that they are. Obviously, lots of Kiwis are leaving New Zealand because housing costs are too high and jobs are too scarce, which has limited the overall net migration. But Luxon did not know how many of these people were going to leave, and he still had the taps open. Anything to save the PONZI, it's crazy, honestly. So going back to the Ministry of Social Development fact sheet, just look at this. As the number of jobs becomes more scarce and the paying gets greater for New Zealand job seekers desperate for work, look at how the screw is being turned on them. The number of sanctions issued during the March 2025 quarter was 13,485, which is an increase of 5,976, or 79.6% from the March 2024 quarter. So Luxon is creating a giant problem for New Zealanders, well, everyone who's not a landlord, and I think that it's clear that the guy is completely out of his depth at this point. He doesn't know what he's doing, does he? And for balance, can I just say that Chippy would also not know what he's doing? He's useless also. He was the right-hand man of the person who started all of this decline. And before I go, guys, I'd just like to go back to the Seek Job Report. And it's clear that New Zealand is going through a difficult period, and most of this was self-inflicted by the leaders who believed that a housing PONZI was an economy. But let's look at how the regions are faring. So you got Auckland, which is down 1% less job ads month on month, but it's actually 4% up year on year, which is quite good. Then you got the Bay of Plenty, which is down monthly and yearly, and that's 8% down year on year, which is a lot. You got Gisborne there, 26% down year on year and 8% down month on month. Hawke's Bay is not down month on month, but it's down 25% year on year. You got Wellington, that's actually up monthly and yearly. Well done, Wellington. Waikato's down both. Auckland's down both. Auckland's down 13% year on year, which is a lot less jobs. Taranaki's actually up monthly, but down yearly. Manawatu's down for both. Tasman's down for both. Canterbury's down for both. West Coast is down month on month, but up 10% year on year. Otago's down for both, and Southland is up monthly, but zero change yearly. As you can see, guys, it's not good. And if you want to look at previous years, you can look at the links in the description. And these are not good either. So you got negative years, followed by negative years, followed by negative years. It's only when you step back and look at the longer time scale that you realise that there is a massive problem here. So good luck, Kiwis, and if you can do me a favour, share this around so more people can see what the actual situation is. And maybe even give me a like and subscribe if you want. And thanks for that. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.